depending on how close Johnnie Jackson's relatives are, South African relatives, he's actually right. Yo, man, do some more research. Derek? What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve, IFBB Promos to Tell Like It Is. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast Uncut. Yeah, we're the same thing we were last night because it's the same day. Total transparency. I got nothing to hide. Anyway, we're gonna get this video. I saw this video and I laughed and chuckled because it's funny. Everyone's like, hey, Johnny, you can answer this question for me because I just heard on more placement dates. And Johnnie Jackson. So I'm gonna roll this clip for you guys right away. I'm gonna comment right away because I'm just like, this is this is gonna be one of the dopest episodes ever. So y'all sit and listen to this one. I'm gonna get real with you with this one. Wow, let's go.
Testosterone Enanthate is better for African Americans because it really doesn't it doesn't make your blood pressure go up. So being a black person, we are already acceptable of having high blood pressure. And so you don't want to take anything that's going to enhance that. So
Acceptable.
Testosterone is one of the testosterones for us that would help us not, get to that high blood pressure, that critical high blood pressure that we're acceptable to get to.
This is like, yo, let me in the, yo. So we'll make it simple real quick because Derek did a video. I'll see him in the front of Derek's video. He gets in this thing and he's talking about, what he said about this, blah blah blah. He's like really long-winded. I do it too. I get it. We get to talking and just keep things longer than it needs to be. So Johnnie Jackson is right and he's wrong, and I'll tell you why. And I watched Derek's and I kind of skimmed through this whole thing, And I was like, did Derek at least kind of research this and see? Like, I was looking. So, like, I went through his video and he went and talked about, Johnnie Jackson, and then went over to, he's basically talking about, like, and I'll tell you this too, like, how many bodybuilders know what the hell we're talking about? I said it like that, guys. I said, like, I'll tell you why. I'm going to stay on task. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to go back to that really quick. Anyway, he didn't go into this, and I was like, why do you not? It's pretty simple. I looked up, I was like, because I've heard, if you look on, the bottom of my blood work results will be like creatine kinase is higher in the black community, blah blah blah. Literally says that. It says that. So when it comes to that number is going to be abnormally higher than other races. Okay, so and it's funny, and like there's always those funny rumors like black people could jump higher because they got more fast twitch muscles in the calves and they can just bounce higher than everyone else. It's nothing to do with where they're from and evolution and stuff. Like none to go to Africa and you can find every athlete in Africa. If you can go to Africa and pick any place, you can go to Africa basically, like you can make a pro football team, a pro basketball team, a pro tennis players, hockey. If you go to the right areas in Africa, you can find every athlete possible to mankind. It's just evolution. That's where it's from. It's not like we were born with all these. We were just look. There's a really cool show you should watch called Germs and Steel. It's dope. Look it up, Germs and Steel. It'll blow you guys' minds. But we were blessed to be from a place in the world that through evolution, we've been able to have this. This is because this is the results of our environment, basically. And then, having that base foundation, and then, you got slavery, selection, whatever, all that stuff. And yeah, we won't get into that any, but I ain't mad at you. This is what I get. Anyway, so I was like, man, obviously I'm going to look this up. So I looked it up and I looked online literally, and I went over here. I was like, oh, look at that. There is something about that. Cause there's obviously Johnnie Jackson didn't make something up. Johnnie Jackson just doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Johnnie Jackson is talking to some well-educated people at his TRT clinic, and he can't really play the telephone game properly. Having a conversation with Johnnie Jackson is like playing a telephone game with 100 people. Johnny represents everybody. So like he's like the last person that gets the word. That's how he translated what they said. Hey, before we keep going, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. A lot of you guys are watching videos but not subscribed. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Hopefully by now you guys like it. So hit that like button as well and notifications. So next time I put out a video, you'll be the first ones to get it. Back to the show. Okay, so Johnnie Jackson is right, is wrong. So I found this, right? It says the influence, again, the influence of testosterone on blood pressure and risk factors for cardiovascular disease in a Black South African population. Now, this study, to make it clear, this study, the affiliation, if you look in the check here, if you look in the, if you look in your site reading here, your affiliation is subject group physiology, school for physiology, nutrition and consumer science, North West University, whatever the heck that says, campus, probably from there, and whatever that says. This is a study done on Black South Africans with high test levels, not taking exogenous testosterone. Look at it, the influence of testosterone on blood pressure and risk factors for cardiovascular disease in Black South African population. There's where the rumor starts. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, it was, I looked it up. I was like, I literally looked up testosterone, blood pressure, Africa. That's literally what I did. It's like, hey, I went to university, man. I know how to research. I know research last minute. I'm like the man at that. You want to get, people used to pay me to do their papers in university, literally. And I give them, like, I would be like, yo, $10 a page. And if you give it to me last minute, I can get it done, but you're going to get a 60% no matter what. And they'd always get 60%. It was a guarantee 60% from me. Anyway, so look in here, it says the influence of testosterone on blood pressure and risk factors for cardiovascular heart disease in the Black African population. So I was like, well, I guess that's where the rumor could start, because that's usually how it starts, is you read a thing like this and like, oh yeah, I heard testosterone. So anyway, we look at this, is like traditionally high testosterone levels have been thought to have a detrimental effect on lipids profile. Recently, reports have shown that testosterone has a beneficial effect on lipids profiles. On the other hand, androgens may increase blood pressure via the renin-angiotensin system. That the aims of the study was determine whether the levels of testosterone increased in hypertension subjects of other cardiovascular risk factors are altered, and increased levels of testosterone in the Black population of South Africa. Right? Testosterone in the Black population of South Africa. One more time. Increased levels of testosterone in the Black population in Africa. It's a rumor start. Hey man, yo, heard that black people, ain't that bad with black Africans. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm African American. Oh, cool. So you from Africa? Oh, sweet. So you too, man, you can take testosterone and then not get high blood pressure. That's like, what the fuck? You in Africa? Are you African? You're black, but you ain't African. It's a difference. Descendants might be from Africa, but your granddaddy ain't from Africa. Your dad ain't from Africa, granddaddy from Africa, your great-great-daddy, great-great-granddaddy ain't African. You ain't African. Sorry. Anyway, methods of the study. For the study, 536 males and 660. Jesus, we gotta have a 666 in the female. Why you gotta keep it so like biblical? Damn, we getting the Black population stuff, and now we gotta get the like they slip it past you. They say for this study, 536 males and 666 female. What the fuck? Anyway, 666 female Black subjects were included. The subjects were divided into hypertensive and norma-intensive groups and high and low testosterone groups. Resting blood pressures were re-recorded with a finger arterial pressure device, whatever. Blood pressure you put in your finger when you go to the hospital, whatever. And blood sampling and biomechanical analysis. Biomechanical, that's pretty dope. They were moving around. Analysis were done by using standardized methods. So they're doing some kind of exercise or whatever. Results, levels of the testosterone in hypertensive males and females were significantly higher compared to norm-intensive. In the male high testosterone group, the levels of triglycerides were significantly lower, while the high density lipoproteins, cholesterol levels were significantly higher. In females high testosterone group, systolic blood pressure, cortisol levels, and renin activities were significantly higher. Right? So in the high, so read it again. So In the high testosterone group, the level of triglycerides were significantly lower, while the high density lipoprotein cholesterol levels were significantly higher. So, conclusion. In the males, we found beneficial, it just sounds like a fun, Jesus Christ. What test is this? I gotta look a little further before we get in trouble. When they take this test, 2002, gosh, yeah. I'm probably reading some weird shit they did in Africa, and I was like, shit. I'm over here laughing, and anyway. So the conclusion.
Hey guys, just so you didn't know, a lot of things we'll talk about, I actually break down even further in my free training series that you can find in the description below. I go over the most common mistakes that people are doing today, right now in the gym. So guys, hit the description below and get part of that free training series. Now back to the show.
Conclusion. In the males, we found beneficial effects of testosterone, which may explain the reported lower incidence of atheroma. However, the testosterone levels were also high with hypertension. The elevated levels of systolic blood pressure and renin activity that were found in the female groups with high testosterone levels may be an indication of the role of the renin and angiotensin system in this regard. Anyway, so basically women, obviously their bodies made it different and have different effects to testosterone. Obviously, testosterone in women a little higher is going to cause some issues, right? But in men, not so much. So here's where you get it from. So if, like, depending on how close Johnnie Jackson's relatives are, South African relatives, he's actually right. But I doubt I could get a foot in my mouth and, like, Johnny, you want to holler at me and tell me, hey, Johnny, you want to holler at me and tell me that your mom and dad are from South Africa and you, like, you know, first generation American or second generation, I'll put a foot in my mouth. My bad. Whoops. Oops. But no. But yo, man, do some more research. Derek will sit here though, and he'll tell you exactly what every damn word means. That's Derek. He'll be like, he be talking like, he was looking at this stuff, be like, whatever. I can't do it, Derek. But Derek, you know, come on, you should look a little further than this. I found it, for frick's sakes. But he's right and he's wrong, right? He's like, and that's how these things start. That's how rumors start. That's how the telephone game is played. You read this and you're like, Africa, I'm black South African population, black, like they don't even say American in there. They don't say black South African American population. It says black South African population. That's what that says. And that's how rumors start. And going back to the original thing I was gonna say in the beginning. Couple with Jay Cutler, love the dude, but let me tell you this right now, guys. A lot of the guys in the IFBB, a lot of them only were really good athletes, and they were really good at following instruction, and they were really good at being dedicated, and their work, like that's what you like when you look at a bodybuilder. You look at and respect the work ethic, the dedication, the determination, the ability to take something and apply and get it done, see it finished, and create this amazing thing. That's what you look at bodybuilders for 100%. You can't deny that shit at all. That's who they are. But when we're talking about, you know, this kind of stuff, take it with a grain of salt. That's including getting coached, being honest. Because, I mean, I watched this interview, and I'm not poking fun, but I wouldn't, just the way it rolled out off his tongue, I wouldn't really listen to much. Anyway, remember guys, this is a study done on black South Africans with high test levels, not taking exogenous testosterone. That's it, guys. So hope you guys liked the video, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, I'm come with that tell like it is transparent, vulnerable truth. CoachingJohnSheath.com, guys. If you want to know about coaching, book a phone call, so 15 to 30 minutes, guys. If you want to just chat about training, nutrition, supplementation, or you just want to talk mental health, or just see if what you're doing right now is optimal, we can chat it up. Completely transparent and vulnerable, guys. At the end of the consult, I did the consult off any package that you pick. And guys, hit the description below for those discount codes and promo codes that'll save your life or change your life for the better. And guys, make sure you guys add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics and training clips and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.